John says, "Hey, good doctors." In fact, he says,
Hey.
Hey, good doctors." Further to Mark's conversation about the Danish using hey as a greeting, which is delightful. It is common not only with the Danes, but also through Scandinavia and Northern Europe, and in film terms can be seen being used by Lisbeth Salander to greet Blomqvist in the Swedish thriller The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. In the original books, it was written H-E-J, hedge, rather than hey. But I imagine even if it's H-E-J, you say hey.
Yeah. My agent manager Hedda is Dutch, and she says hey. So obviously it is Dutch count as Scandinavian. I'm
No.
never quite sure. No,
it doesn't. It's the low count. It's in the Low Countries.
Well, Dutch is the Netherlands, right? De Nederland, the low regions.
Yes, but it's not Scandinavia, which is further north.
Okay, so why is it therefore that if you speak Dutchish, you can understand Swedish and Norwegian to some extent, because they all commonly derived?
I imagine they have linguistic similarities. There is a Danish person in the house at the moment.
Is there?
Yes, but she's not part of the show, so I don't want to start.
Well, not so far.
Not so far. No, but someone might just come in and say hey, and it'll sound believable because it'll actually be from a Danish person.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just got one thing absolutely clear, that Holland is not in Scandinavia.
Yes. No, I know Holland. No, okay. So when people say Scandi, right? Scandi. Yeah. What do they mean? What is Scandinavian? Huh?
Sweden, Denmark, Norway. Possibly they include Iceland. Probably, maybe Finland, but Finland is slightly over to Russia. But maybe they think Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark.
So what is Dutchish then?
Dutch is Dutch, and it comes from Holland.
But what is it connect? What is it part of?
Well, I'm not a linguistics professor, but
evidently not.
I suspect. Well, I'm sorry. You're the one that's spouting nonsense, and I'm just trying to correct it.
I'm okay. I just want to be absolutely clear about this. I'm not spouting nonsense. What I'm doing is I've learned to embrace my ignorance. Okay, because that thing about somebody said that thing about don't ever laugh at somebody for asking a question. Okay, don't ever laugh at somebody for asking a question. So I'm taking this on board. I'm approaching 60 in a couple of years' time, and there is so much that I don't know. Okay, so one of the things that's nice for me about this podcast is I actually can ask questions. I get answers. So this has just come up.
This is from our producer who was so miserable at the start of the proceedings. Here's the magic then. As
you read it out.
Okay.
You read it out.
Together with English, Frisian, German, and Luxembourgish, Dutch is a West Germanic language. It derives from Low Franconian, the speech of the Western Franks, which was restructured through contact with speakers of North Sea Germanic along the coast, Flanders, Holland, about 700 AD, but CE is how it's put. Do you want more? After the Old Norse period, the North Germanic languages developed into an East Scandinavian branch consisting of Danish and Swedish, and secondly, a West Scandinavian branch consisting of Norwegian, Faroese, and Icelandic, and thirdly, an Old Gutnish branch. I know nothing about Old Gutnish, but maybe that's for another show.
But so is that where Dutchish comes from? Old Gutnish? Who knows?
Who knows? But Old Gutnish sounds like the kind of character who lives down the road.
That's
and
right.
You walk around him because you're never quite sure what he's going to offer.
Old Nyahamkin and Young Nyahamkin. For some reason, I never understood Young Nyahamkin was actually older than Old Nyahamkin. I never knew how. Every time I asked, they hit me. So after a while,